What's up, guys? Chris from Carson Family Farms. I had a guy comment on my little video that I did about a predator trail, which I think is fox. And he suggested that, hey, go clean it up a little bit and you'll be surprised what you find. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to go down there and clean it up a little bit and put a game cam and see if I can't catch what's coming through here, because every once in a while I do lose a chicken, and every once in a while I do see a fox. So it's approximately 150 yards from my house, my chicken coop. So it is a little over 100 yards, but fox don't care what yardage you got. I got some things killing my chickens, so we're going to go try to take care of that. But we're going to do what the guy said, and I'll give you his name here in just a second, just to give him props. Well, all right. Feller's name is Dan. His tag is underneath that last video. I'm not going to give out all of his name. I don't know if he'd appreciate that or not, but thanks, Dan. This is what I'm doing today. I am a newbie at this whole kind of thing, what I'm doing. We're going to go down my trail, and I'm not going to take video the whole trail, but I'll talk a little bit and see what goes on. I'll get you, again, videoing down there. This used to be an old logging road when about, I don't know, 50 years ago, they came through my property here. Obviously, it wasn't mine. And they took out all the cedar. Cedar's worth a lot of money, especially when it doesn't have rot up through the center of it. I think I found 4 small, maybe like 20-year-old trees on my property. So yeah, I've been planting them, and planting them. But I got to get before snowfall anyway and get these trees out of here so I can easily walk. So that, because this is a deer trail as well. The deer go right up to that where I started from, by that picnic table. And well, who doesn't want a deer to walk up into your backyard, especially a big buck? So give me a minute and I'll catch you back up on what we're going to be doing here. All right, this is just a really cool, my property changes to different styles and different smells. The smells are just beautiful, especially when the pine, and it's just crazy. Let's see here. I know we're very close. There's that big tree that fell last year, which I need to harvest, which I need to get my trail cleaned out. There's always something on a homestead, apparently. A lot of work, no matter what it is. Homesteading is not for the faint of heart. I got a lot of, when I was younger, grew up on a farm till I was about 13. You wouldn't believe the amount of horse shit I shoveled. Did it all with my grandmother. And I loved every minute of it. Yeah, the horse shit stunk, but, and the cow shit. But that wasn't my thoughts. It was the thoughts of hanging out with my grandma. Her and I'd be out there in the barn doing that. So I do have some skills. They were kind of homesteading too, because, well, they're like most of us. We didn't have a lot of money when we started out. She did pretty good towards the end. Very, very comfortable. Grampy and Grand made things work to their benefit. And that's what everybody needs to do. Start off not, you know, if you're not poor, but even if you are poor, and build up. Start climbing the ladder. Do better. Learn from your elders. They don't just talk so that, you know, they're breathing. No, they're talking because they're trying to teach you. And man, I didn't realize that when I was a kid. They tell me, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, and because of this, and I'm like, yada, 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 yada. But you know what? I remember every friggin' thing they were saying, that I was going yada, yada, yada. And it's going to stay with me and my kids forever. There's my trail. All right. And I see, I'm going to try to do this slowly. So the trail, this one, right through here, goes right underneath this tree. So you see there's some areas in there that you can definitely tell this is not a deer or a bear. We do have coyotes, a pack of coyotes up here, and I don't think they're up on my property yet. And I think they would have probably decided to go around, which I'm not sure if there's a trail up through right there or not. It kind of seems a little bit, but no. So I'm looking at a small predator animal like a fox. So when I'm down here, I'm going to clean out these branches, make it so it's a nice easy path for all of them. And then I'll put my game cam up on that and face it this way. And then I'm going to be cutting out, you know, some of this crap so that it makes it easier, like Dan said. I appreciate your comment, Dan, and well, kind of doing this because, well, you gave me a tip, and it was a pretty damn good tip. So thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So let me get this camera set up so you can kind of see me whacking crap and blah, blah, blah. Alrighty. Of course, I'm going to get rid of some of the crap that's in my way. And just kind of like clean up the crap, just throw it off to the sides. So it makes a nicer trail for them. Oh, I'm a game camp. I should have run a race. I'm sure this is fun. All right, let's see what we can get into over here. Pretty dead, so. I think that's gonna break. Wow, that's pretty rotted. outside was easier than I thought. All right, hang on a second. Let me grab this off the tree. All right. Well, sorry, don't mean to make you dizzy. So I got this little trail through here now. I didn't want to take and throw these branches all over the place, because then it wouldn't really be natural. But I do got to go on the other side there and get rid of that one. So now the predators can just, well, fly right through. Easy peasy. We're going to make them go this way. So, whew, give me a second and I'll walk around the tree. Alright, so we're on the other side of this tree. Sorry, I had to go through that. Yeah, well, if I needed to build a deer blind or something, blind to shoot something, well, this would be the perfect place because there's a lot of deadfall. Yeah, these trees are very tall. Yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do is obviously take out this crap that's going to affect me from working. Get in here, pull that out. So give me a second and I'll do that. Alright, so this is pretty much what we're going to end up with. I'm going to leave this one log here. Right there. I do have a big reason for leaving it. Well, I didn't bring anything with me to cut it. And that one's still pretty solid. But I don't think that's going to cause a problem. And if it does, well, I'll have to bring something down to cut it with. So we can see straight through there. Looks like a nice human trail. And let me get up and turn around. Then it's going to go from there down pointing that area. Okay, so I only cleared out, you can see the ground, still got debris, but nothing to stop, you know, predator. I don't want to make it look like, you know, a tarred driveway or anything. I'm kind of getting to a point here where it doesn't really look like a constant trail. I mean, I got some ground there, but I think that's more from pine needles dropping on the ground instead of something. But I do know in this, I call it my mangrove. It's like a swamp with trees growing in it. They don't grow tall, but they just grow in your way. I got a lot of partridge, grouse in there. And this is right on the outer edge of the trail. Now if we turn a little bit to the right here, it kind of looks a little bit more enticing, I'd say. So let me go set up that game cam and put it in place. Hopefully we can see where they go. Alright, so I put the game cam on this side where I don't know where he's going. Straight up in there. And to find out where he's kind of going, because it kind of stops here, but then it just kind of spaghettis out. So I don't know if he's going up the hill, straight over to my main trail, or down closer to the bog way down, where there's more actual rabbits and deer and moose, and obviously they're not going to tackle them big ones, but oh, Here's my rifle. Gotta grab that. It's my dad's little 17. Woo, that sucker will shoot. Anyway, I'm gonna cut across and to my main trail, because that's where I think he might be going up. So I'll be right back. As I'm walking to my main trail, which is on the other side of the property, right there. It doesn't look very packed, but you can tell somebody's been going, or something's been going through here. And right to my main trail, which is very wide and cleaned out. Actually, a bull moose that lives out back here, which I haven't gotten him yet. He lives and walks up this thing and he poops all over it. I don't mind though. So there's my main trail where all the leaves are grant. Obviously it's fall time. Now, see some sticks right here. This doesn't look. Let's see. Oh, look right here, the tip of this. That tip tells me something been eating it. Predator ain't gonna do that. I'll tell you who does like doing that. I'm not sure if deer do, but I know moose do. Eat them. I think they're called a dogwood bush, and I hate them. I got a lot of them. I can almost not kill them freaking things. I don't know if this tree branch here fell off a tree or no, it's just a dead tree. Ow! But you can see how low these branches are here, so this was a moose walking plowing through here. I would assume that would be broken off. But hang on, I got a duck. Alright, so this is the other side of my property. Let's see. That's my trail that goes down there. It kind of sucks when it's dry out because everybody for 20 miles can hear you walk on this. It's kind of nice when you're coming out in the morning and there's like some frost on it or something. It kind of dampens that right out. But I got little apple trees lined right on the side of this. This is like when I bought this property, I didn't know it was here, this stuff. There was snow all over the ground. I couldn't get back here when we bought it. You could only see it from maps. And this whole side of my property has a rock wall separating my property from my neighbor Doug's property. And there's another apple tree. I don't bother these apple trees. I just try to keep taking the dead off the tree branches so it'll perform better. But hang on, I'll get you up to the top of the hill. All right, we're coming up to my little camp. I call this my zen. We camp down here. Even hang out down here. But the coolest part about this is you can really see that rock wall. Isn't that freaking gorgeous? All that moss on it. That is just picture perfect. Couldn't get any better than that. We do not bother these rocks because, well, they're gorgeous. And Christ, they could have been put here 100 years ago. But this is where the moose come right up through. Another apple tree. This is one of those, I can't remember the name every time. Kind of yellowish. Transparent plant, something gooberish. Alright, I'll see you guys when I get back up to the house. Alright, so we just went down a quarter of my property. Man, there's so much out back there that I haven't even seen yet. But I'm trying to get back there. It's quite thick when you start getting way back by the swamp. So I don't know how long to keep that cam out before I go mess with it. Excuse me. So Dan, buddy, if you could maybe drop a comment down there, and well, then I'll obviously do another video going checking it and showing you what's on the camera. So I don't know when to do that. So Dan, if you can't put or don't see this, that's cool. If you do see this, then drop a note. That'd be great. Well, that's about it for today, guys. Not much else really going on other than if you guys want to watch me cut wood and pilot, maybe stop in and help. I could do those videos. I'm kidding. Hey guys, I appreciate everybody watching these videos. If you guys could, you know, hit the subscribe button wherever it's going to be. Maybe share it, like it, watch the whole thing. That'd be cool, guys. That just helps me out here on the homestead. Other than that, y'all have a blessed day.